Yizza!
Oh, wait, girl.
I never recorded the... Okay. And I'm not turning this off because I'm scared it ain't gonna work. The fact?
We gotta press the thing. Is your joint blinking?
No, it ain't even on, child.
Hello.
Could you imagine if we would have recorded this whole thing and never recorded the audio? I'd be like, it's not meant to be. We're not supposed to be doing this anymore. I just want my water. Hold on. It's still turning on.
I'm blinking now.
Gotta stop getting fucked up.
Hey, Jojo, you come here for a minute?
I don't care. I keep on pressing my love.
You? Oh, never mind. It's okay, actually.
All right, you ready?
I'm sweating in this sweater, child.
Take it off. Why you got it on?
Are we recording?
Yeah, girl. Did you just show your nipples?
Not my nipples.
All right, ready?
Nothing, Joe. I'm good.
I'm blinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, press.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
10.
Yizzo! Hi.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
How are you? Happy birthday, Antoinette!
Ooh,
I keep forgetting it's birthday. Today is Antoinette's birthday. She is 33? 34? 34. Damn.
Whatever it is, I'm younger than you.
Damn.
I really don't feel like that's old. I still feel like a young buck.
66 isn't old.
It really isn't.
It really isn't. Like,
I feel good. I feel good about this.
You
I'm
had a
actually
good
like
birthday?
looking for. Not that I'm rushing it, but I'm really. Ever since you talked about the 40s being so lit, and every single woman that we know in our 40s co-signs that, I'm kind of like, I'm with the shits completely. Like, let's go. Let's get this libido rocking. Anyway.
Is that what you're looking for?
They sound like it's next level. I'm ready to experience those vibrations.
Shout out to 40-year-old women having multiple orgasms.
Listen. I just think that's interesting because that's usually when menopause hits. So
40?
Or maybe not. I mean,
no, girl, women still can have children at 40, girl.
Well, not if I take after my mother.
39.
She did? Wow. Shout out to her. I know she was probably pissed. She was trying for you? Or that was a shock?
She just has kids. You know, some women just be having kids.
that's I almost called her rude too. That's bad barbs. Anyway, it is my birthday. It is.
Happy birthday.
I did not even take off work, and that lady was on one today. And I am just at the point of no return with her. I'm really trying my best. Lord Jesus, pray for me. Because I was sitting on a call. I know when I'm about to snap, if I ever get really quiet and calm and I start talking like this on the call or ever, be scared.
I feel like that's how you talk to me.
Well, what did you write today on the birthday post? You said we in this together, ride it down until we kill each other or until the end, baby. But it's to the end. So shout out to us. You might see us on the news. We're like 2 podcasters actually died in a double homicide against each other.
Just fuck around and be the one I kill you. Everybody think you kill me.
I wish you would try. I don't think you would kill me.
See,
that's how you are. And I would never eat your nasty macaroni and cheese. First of all, macaroni and cheese is ass. I'm making the macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving.
You better have that shit be good because I'm going to be pissed.
I don't care what you are. That is going to be delicious.
You should be.
Your
mom don't even allow macaroni.
Exactly. I'm more nervous about that. I'm more nervous about my mom being like, this is killing you. that's why you have all these allergies. You really want to change your life. I have to like get myself ready for that. But
I'm like, Rude Jude, if you don't eat this dairy gluten mixture,
stop playing with me.
put some salt on
Like
that
this,
shit.
that's
Hot
just
sauce.
so bad for you. Meanwhile, she's putting cream in the Brussels sprouts. That makes me so mad when she does that. Anyway,
Cream and Brussels sprouts.
she makes this Brussels sprout dish that my sister just loves and she loves, and I hate it.
What?
And it's so time consuming, and I hate it so much. It's gross. Anyway, I guess I'll go into my updates first. So everything is everything. But yesterday my DMs were blowing up, and I'm like, why? What is this? And I look, and there's a meme. There's always a meme. And so the meme reads, of course, it's deleted. I hate everything about this today. So basically, I know it's all about the red flags. You know how everybody's posting about this is a red flag, that's a red flag, this is a red flag. So this post said it's a red flag when you ask her whose pussy it is, and she moans to avoid answering the question. So of course people are saying that to me because of my little tale on Jasmine's album. And I have to say that I stand by what I said. I don't know what people who listen to this podcast, you know my struggles. I have yet to find the man or the human. Matter of fact, that woman I dated, she probably could have gotten it done. But the man who made me want to say that it was ever theirs. And honestly, I might have been close once, but he would never ask because it's not necessary when you know you know.
I think I said it when I was like 20.
Boo.
I don't think I said it in like as an adult woman. I've never had anyone ask me that.
You've never had anybody say, whose is it?
I think when I was like, that sounds like some young boy stuff.
It does.
Like a grown ass, like either we've been married and you like 60 and we've been doing this for like years and you say that and I'd be like, yes. But like,
we're on
like,
like
what?
month
we ain't
2.
Even married. We just fucking on the floor. We ain't got no fucking frame.
Why? He don't have a bed yet.
No bed.
He just got the mattress on the floor.
He didn't take you out nowhere. Like what?
Listen, all I have to say is I'm open to it, ready and willing. I don't know how willing, but ready to have my mind blown and my body respond in such a way that I would even think to tell you that something on me is yours outside of my heart. So I guess that's the thing. I guess I could see myself saying that. I just said I've loved people, but they have never.
I could hear you saying
it. That's a shame because I could hear me saying it too. I could really be about that life, but we not lying in our 34-year-old years. We're not doing it. So prayers up for me. I pray that I get there, but I was just so annoyed. And then I had another conversation with someone around the bootcut jeans, and I made the mistake of complimenting them for wearing bootcut jeans, and they were like, hold up, I don't wear bootcut jeans. I was like, wow, I don't think that you see your jeans, but this is a good thing. So ladies, continue to send me the bootcut jeans in the DMs. I really do appreciate these pictures. I'm going to write a paper on this. I really am.
The theory is spreading because when I went to Atlanta, people mentioned it.
You lie.
No.
They mentioned it from the podcast, or they mentioned it like from their own thoughts?
The podcast.
I'm telling you. It's because it's true. When you were in Atlanta, was anybody, Atlanta people, they jeans be like tights.
No, their jeans are very tight. They're very metrosexual.
They're so tight, and they're like jumping into it and trying to get it over their calves. I'm telling you. Like taking their jeans off at night, I can't imagine how hard it is.
Or watching your man peel off his
That's
jeans.
What I'm saying. But we should not be toxic, right? Men can wear tight jeans. I'm just saying they're not shit if they do.
It's a preference. It's also
no, it's not just a preference. It's you're not shit if you do. If you are wearing these tight jeans, you're pulling your panties to the side. Whoever's telling you that it's theirs, they're lying. Because you're not grown enough yet to even vibrate where you need to vibrate.
So women that are pulling their panties to the side are probably in danger.
I mean, if it's all the time, sometimes yes. If it's all I have a friend who said to me recently, I am just I'm just so happy because I can't remember the last time I was able to hold a man's neck and back and kiss him. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I mean, guys don't really do missionary. And my fucking heart sunk. I said, wow, how have you
I'm fucking
been?
Chantilly from Philly. I'm on my back.
You better not be a pillow princess. You better be
I
getting
am.
some
I'm not
work
even
in.
gonna hold you. I think it's the best. I think it's the most
But
intimate.
are you
That's
giving it
my favorite.
back? Are you
Yeah, I'm not just sitting there not doing
okay?
anything. It's a whole vibe. But like, I just could not imagine that not
I
happening. Like, I
know.
would be like, what?
I think missionary needs to happen unless this is like a quick situation or something. It needs to happen every time. I think.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Or at least we need to be like our chests need to be up
Start off
against
that
each
way.
other in some way. Either I'm on you, you're on me. We're both sitting up that way, but we need to be kissing each other. I
But
just
if you ain't kiss it, I guess I just putting a bra over the breast.
the bra the you know that is
And your
the
breast.
thing. It feels like a fucking straitjacket. So there's something else to this. I don't know how we got on this. But when you take, so I've had people take my breast out of the bra, out of the cup, because they're so focused on the damn nipple. And I'm like, you're not, all of this up here that you don't even need to take the bra off feels very good as well. But fine. You just want to go straight to the nipple, whatever, King. But then this new thing where they actually lift the bra up. Do you know what it takes to lift the bra up over my breast? It's not a quick slip. Like you gotta work to get these
Like,
things out of there.
why
And
don't
then
they
they
just
sit them right here, like right above the nipple. So
and it's just unattractive. You just look
it's
dumb.
like I know I look like an asshole. You're smashing my boobs down. I feel like I'm in a straitjacket. The underwire is like digging into the top of my. What are you doing? You don't care about me.
You got expensive bras. Like you actually.
Yeah, my
Oh
bras
my
cost at
god.
least $60-$70 a pop.
Oh.
I hate it here. Anyway, if you can't take my bra off, then it's definitely not yours. And if you wearing skinny jeans, it ain't yours either. So shout out to my bootcut bays. I see you.
Bootcut bays, won't you walk my way?
What's up with you? What's your updates?
Girl, I done traveled to Atlanta and came back, girl.
You didn't travel to Atlanta, got
Atlanta
turned
was
out.
really, really, really nice. I had
Child.
never been there before. And I just had a wonderful time. I was shown around the city. Thank you to all of the Around the Way Curl Johns that came and gave us a visit.
Were there people that came? Did you meet people?
Yeah, they were really sweet, cute girls, just like cute, dope. Like I could just tell the Sable and the Around the Way Curl Johns when they walked in, and I'm really grateful. I'll definitely do things differently, just on a business wise, in terms of like giving myself time to really make a pop-up, like a mini store. It was very I was just vending, it was very just like, all right, we just setting up and going. So I got a lot of information, and I feel like Lyanna, that's how you say it apparently, Lyanna has all that I need in terms of business. Like that is my market. Fly Black women with disposable income, with good taste. That's the thing. Philly Blacks, I love you, Philly. You know I do. But unfortunately, we don't have many spaces that are tasteful, that are a vibe. We don't have random day parties in Philly where Black folks are just enjoying themselves. Like, that's very rare. When it happens, it's a big event.
Are you sure? Is it just that you don't know?
No, I don't think it's happening. Maybe I don't know. And if I don't know, then y'all need to start tagging Around the Way Curl so that I can be a part of the mix, because I don't see it. It's not a part of the Philly culture. Whereas like in New York or even in Atlanta, we went to, I can't remember where we went, but we went to some place and they just had like, it was just like music playing, people drinking, and a DJ. it was fun.
That sounds like the
I
most
really
basic
enjoyed myself.
shit. She said music playing, people drinking, and a
But
DJ.
no, it was that's a vibe. It's hard to like. It has to be the right kind of music. It has to be the certain type of people that pull up. There has to be. It's energetic, and it had good energy. And I was like, "This is
God,
great."
that's just so readily available here. Just move
Yeah, but it's
here.
cold and inhabitable in Brooklyn. Like you gotta be rich or you gotta be really broke to live there. So
Wow.
Atlanta,
And
that's
I'm not
that's
rich,
not
so happy birthday.
the in Atlanta they have the space. And that's what I loved. It was spacious. Even Brooklyn is like energetically just the East Coast, the North rather, just feels there's just like just a city vibe that the South does not have,
No, I feel
which
you
I
on
really
that.
enjoyed. So I'm gonna move to Atlanta basically, and that's it. That's it.
Bye,
I had
girl.
fun.
If you
I'm
move to
grateful.
Atlanta,
I learned a lot. Me and
then
Amanda
I'll
moving to
support you.
Atlanta.
I know
That's what
you
we're
are.
doing. I already talked to her. We're gonna go
Amanda's
do
not
some
moving to
research.
Atlanta. She keeps saying
Yes,
that,
she
but
is.
she's not. No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not, because
I put a limit on
she
her.
can't take those boys from their daddy. She just can't do it in her heart. I don't see it. When they get good in school, she gonna be out. But I just don't see it.
You
Anyway,
don't know.
I support you, sis. I will be rather sad that I can't just come
All right.
home and see your face. But I will support you.
Come to Atlanta.
I'm not ready to move just yet. I got at least another year here.
Ain't nobody leaving next week. Like I definitely can. It'll be a while.
Oh, I
But
thought you
what
were
I'm gonna
thinking
do
like
is do
this
some
year.
R&D. Is that what's called? Research and
Depression.
discovery. Research and I don't know what that is.
Why don't you Google it? All right. Y'all, this is our 150th episode. We are very happy that you have been rocking with us for 150 episodes with our random asses as we navigate all the things, try to figure out how to be grown, try to figure out how to remain children, in touch with our inner child, how to raise children, how to prosper, but also demolish capitalism. It's all very complicated here at Around the Way Curls. But we're figuring it out. And we have an episode today for you where we are going to talk about our favorite episodes and our favorite moments of the podcast. Shanti and I have listened back to a bunch of episodes, and we want to thank you as well for rocking with us while our sound was terrible when we first came out. Hopefully we're doing a little better now, but we're excited. But before we do that, we have a new segment, and this is the hot shit segment. And we've been talking about this. I don't know why we just keep forgetting to add it. But basically, we want to put people on to new dope stuff that you might not know about. So my stuff is not that new, but I just feel like it's going under the radar. So I don't know how to say this lady's name. Do you know how to say it? Sinead? Child, I'm about to do a Snow Allegra.
Shanae O'Connor. It's like Shanae.
Is that really how you say it? I hate myself if that's how you say it. So Shanae, S-N or S-I-N-E-A-D. She's an R&B singer. I'm sure people know about her. And her album slaps. Her album is good. But I recently found her YouTube channel, and her live is so much better than what she's doing on her albums. And she's stunning. And the reason why I know her is just because I know that she loves Jasmine. And so I was like, who is this? Let me look into her, because I like people who like my friend. And she can sing. Like, she can really, really sing.
Where is she from? She's American or
I have
UK?
no idea. I don't know anything about this woman, but I really recommend that people go to her YouTube channel and get into
What's her
it.
name?
I don't know how to say it. I hate it. S-I-N-E-A-D. I don't know if you would listen to her album and you would think like, yeah, this is it. But I think if you go to her YouTube, you would be more impressed.
That's hard for artists like that.
Yeah, right?
Like I'll see an artist live and I'll be like, I love it. And then when I go listen to their album, I'm like,
Yeah, it doesn't.
and
Well,
then you have
I still
recording
really
artists.
like her album. It's just even on Jasmine's albums, I think like Jasmine's albums, she still sounds great, and you gotta respect it. But her
Oh no,
live,
she sounds different. Totally
yeah,
different
there's something
sound.
about the mixing. There's something about everything that kind of takes away from what she's really doing, like her real tone and stuff. And the
I
same
can
thing
see
happens to this artist. So check her out. Also, I'm super late on this, but I discovered Lyanna Lahaves's X Factor cover.
that girl can sing live too.
She could sing.
I don't.
I prefer her live. I want her to do
Me
a live
too. She can
album.
sing.
I
She
want her
does
to
a
do
little
a
say a
live.
little prayer for you too
Yeah,
live.
it was
Ooh.
super sweet. I want her to do a live acoustic album. I love her vibrato. And have you seen her do X Factor?
Mm-mm.
Her approach to it is that of a woman who's already healed from it, not a woman going through it.
Mm.
It's
Interesting.
very grounded and settled, and yeah, and kind of
I'm
sung
gonna listen to
sweetly,
that.
but you see that she's on the other side, and it's really really special. Um, and then
Mm.
Cleo Trapper, this is my girl. I have been following her on IG for a minute. But if y'all don't know about Cleo Trapper, y'all need to go ahead and find out. This girl is hilarious. I think she's in Atlanta. I think she's originally from Harlem or the Bronx. But she is so funny and so smart. And she's doing these new things where she has like a new shtick where she's teaching people grammar. But the way that she's doing it is in like a super hood, like this is fucking y'all up. So let me teach y'all what the difference is right now. Like she is, I think that she's a star. I think that she's as good as the other girl who does the old people impersonations, but she's like, child. You know the girl I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about,
Uh huh.
her, who's always on embracing Black culture. So those are
Mm-hmm.
mine. Those are my hot
One more
shits.
time, because I don't know if people are actually hearing what you're saying. Her name is Sinead. That's it. She don't have no last name. It's just Sinead. Sinead.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Do you
that's
have
all.
anything to add here?
No, I would have put that there if I
I
was you.
can't stand you. I can't stand you. All right, forget it. Next, pop culture. I saw that you added this. I was trying to avoid it, but go ahead, Queen.
Why?
Cause I got a funny story to tell about this, but go ahead. Get us into
Everybody's
it.
really upset. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't been very interested in his stand up for a minute, and it's not necessarily because of um his stance or his critique of cancel culture or the um queer community or anything. I don't think he's very funny anymore, but everybody's really upset about Dave Chappelle and his newest Netflix release. I don't know specifically what he said, but apparently all of it's very transphobic, and folks are upset to the point that transgendered employees at Netflix have planned a walkout, and Netflix has responded to everybody's response by saying we're keeping it on. It's popular, and we got bills to pay and contracts to uphold. So, MOB. I I have to. I will watch it, but like, yeah.
Not but like yeah, girl. What? But like what?
I didn't watch it to see to have to say anything. I guess,
Yeah.
or I know, like I know that I'm not a transgendered person, and I know that it's not in my place to say how folks should feel or how they shouldn't feel, especially when there's like a collective um, outrage around it. So I don't I have to see it, but like even if I was like that ain't that bad, I don't know that it's in my
It's not your place.
not my place to even offer that critique. And I think it feels really difficult, or it feels really it feels like a decision has to be made. right? It's like either you're supporting them, transgendered folks in the queer community on their stance, or you're not. It feels very black and white, which I don't know where. I have to listen to what he said. All I know is like he's not funny in the first place for me these days. But
So I don't think I watched it twice. So I watched it the first time by myself. I wasn't cracking up. The first time I was about 22 minutes in, and I thought, I'm going to turn this off because I was uncomfortable. And he wasn't even in the trans shit yet. And I wasn't understanding where he was going. But I have the faith of like, Dave's going to reel this in. He always does. And I don't even know if he was necessarily trying to be funny on
that's
this
the thing
one
anymore.
Like, I think that he's more so saying, this is how I see things. This is what my thoughts are. These are what my thoughts are. And, you could take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
That's it. And especially this one, I don't agree with you that the other specials weren't funny. I think they were. But I do think that on this one, he was getting laughs because he's Dave Chappelle, not because he was killing it. He has a take on feminism that I think is going over people's head. I think that they were really frustrated because there's a joke where he says, he should, I don't want to say it, but basically he's pointing out issues within that movement and issues within the Women's March and all these things, but he's also highlighting the fact that he has no fucking place as a man to be pointing it out. That's how he wraps up that joke. And that goes over people's heads, right? Then we get into the trans stuff. And it was interesting. There was one joke where I almost spit out my fucking water. I was laughing so hard. But I'm also a straight woman who is cisgendered, who, it doesn't bother me as much. And I acknowledge that. The second time I watched it with a lesbian woman who has dated trans men, right? Very vocal in the community. And I just kept saying that, like, I don't want to watch this here. I just kept saying, like, I don't think this is a good idea. Let's not do it. And we were actually, Fran was moving to Portland. So we were having like a goodbye just evening for her. And she wanted to watch it. So we put it on. And it was just uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable. And then the woman who was offended was, very much so, very vocal about it. And I understood completely where she was coming from. I will say that there's a point, I wish you would have watched it. There's a point where he aligns himself with this trans woman who was in his mind, his friend, like, and who loved his comedy, who loved his trans jokes, and who they had like a little bit of an understanding with. But the way he aligned himself with her made me a bit uncomfortable because it felt like this is the one trans person so this is obviously
like that's saying I got black friends.
It felt like that. It felt like that a little bit. And I was like, Dave, you're better than this. But what he said in his experience with her is all very valid. Very valid, I felt. So it's complicated. And I think that's another reason why they're not taking it down is that Dave, I think now just wants to highlight the gray areas and the complications and not say, this is it. This is right. This is wrong. Like everything's gray, y'all. Be uncomfortable.
It can't be black and white.
It can't be black and white. Although that's what people want to make it.
Yeah.
And so I think he's just having commentary on society in general, and especially on how it is now for comedians to try to navigate that. And lastly, I'll say, what was the other thing that he said in there? Damn. Oh, he failed. So he says in the special, people need to understand, I have never been against gay, trans, LGBTQIA plus community. My issue has always been with white people, period. And so what he failed to do in it was to really acknowledge the fact that there are Black and brown LGBTQIA folks. Like, his issue was that everybody wants to be, like, everybody in that community wants to be a minority until it's time for them to act white and use their privilege. It's like, yeah, but you have folks who still don't have privilege within that community, right? Because they're not white.
Yeah, they're intersections of all.
Exact, intersectionality is a thing. And for him, I just feel like for him to be so, I think, poignant, and for him to be such a critic of society, that he missed
what
that.
I think is not. I think that's what he's missing. I think he's being critical, but he's not being poignant.
Oh, I think he is sometimes. I don't think he was here.
I think normally he is.
Yeah.
I think his past comedy bangs because it's so fucking funny and it's poignant.
But it's also,
now
he's talking about like race, which he can talk about.
Which he has, like, of
lived experience
with. But, I mean, I don't think that as a person that's not... I think it becomes dangerous to say, like, if you're a man, you cannot even touch on anything that has to do with women.
Very much dangerous. I agree.
I don't think you can say that. I just think that it's not poignant. Like, what he's saying something about it feels clumsy, feels
cheap. Sometimes now
curmudgeonly. Like, he just feels curmudgeonly. It doesn't feel sharp. It just doesn't feel poignant. Poignancy is graceful. It's direct. It's like, it makes you think, and it's universal in a way, right? And I don't think that there's this universality.
Ciao.
Universality. Universal. There's the...
Ciao.
On to the next one. Shout out to
Dave Chappelle. We're like, he's not poignant because the universality tells him
he's not poignant enough. Like, I wanted to like you gotta make it universal for the niggas in the back and the front and the middle, nigga. Like, it ain't hitting.
I cannot. Shit. Yo, you brought up another fucking Gabrielle Union thing, girl. You on her top.
Gabby. I might love her.
Go ahead. What's she say now, child?
Apparently, her first divorce, not to Dwayne Wade, because they're still a union. They're still together.
I got it. Gabrielle Union. They're still a union. Very good.
I would say unit, but
never mind.
I slurred. But her first divorce. After she divorced, she made a list of niggas that she wanted to pop.
I want to see that list so
I wish I could see that list, and I'm curious if you've ever created a list for yourself.
Hell no.
Ooh, that.
I've never created a list, but I proclaim it. I proclaim it to the my list is buried in the group chat. I'll be like, y'all, you're very quiet about it. I know your celebrity list, like your Jonathan Majors, but I just feel like that doesn't count. Who else? Jonathan Majors, Jason Momoa, I think for you, and Larry David.
I wouldn't have sex with Jason Momoa.
You wouldn't?
I'd be scared. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm scared of him. We're gonna talk about this later. This is a recap.
Why are you scared of him?
Like, I feel like I would be nervous, girl. I'd be shook. My vagina would work. You know how men get nervous their penis don't work? Like, I would just...
There's a lot of... Apparently, the men that I talk to, there's a lot of women whose vagina's not working. We just don't know. Yes, child.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
It's not a warm, safe space, apparently, sometimes. Like, if they're not in it. I don't know. I didn't really ask for a whole lot of details when they told me that. I was like,
so
wow.
I'm curious about that. That's a whole other topic.
I know.
But a regular degular people, I don't know. Maybe if I move to Atlanta, I'll have like a list of Philly. Nah.
I don't have a list. I definitely have somebody right now that I want to mount me.
One person. You have top 5.
No, I don't have a list. But when I get my crushes, I'm like,
she's not a player, but she crushes.
Listen, I'm not. That was the realest thing you said. I say, yes, that is so true. I'm not a player. But boy, when that Libra crush comes over me, I am just
ready to fall in love.
Ready to fall. I'm in the rapture. I'm like, ooh, child, caught up in it. My God. Like, are you ready for what I'm offering you? Because I'm offering it.
I love that for you. I hope that you're one on your list and manifest.
Oh, because you know who it is.
I want that to happen for you, girl. I'll be like, yo, you really growing. Like, you learning things. Like, you manifesting.
But what's so funny is like, I can't even talk about it openly. But the list is like, there's no list. But the thing for me is that when I want to, there's very few people that I'm just like, ooh, I really want to have sex with him. It's like, ooh, I want to have sex with him and hold him and love him and make him breakfast and wipe his tears when he's sad. So I feel like Gabrielle Union's list was a little different.
4 in the morning and iron his bootcut jeans.
Listen, I iron the shit out the bootcut jeans, baby. You need a crease? Say less, King. So I want you to have a list, though. I want you to have a celebrity list.
I'm going to create one, but I just don't know enough people. It's just real sad over here. It's just imaginary people like Malcolm X, yo.
Not you want to take down
the sweet brother Malcolm. What she call him? Dear heart.
What did you say?
Dear heart. That's what Angela Bassett called him in Malcolm X. Dear heart.
You know she's the highest paid Black actress right now.
As she should be.
Amen. I just want to shout out all of the Libras. I was looking at this list and thinking like, wow, Libras are really special people. You've got Will Smith. You've got Usher, Kim K. I know. Gwyneth Paltrow, Lil Wayne, A$AP Rocky, Bruno Mars, Nick fucking Cannon, Hugh Jackman, Eminem, Doja Cat, Amber Rose, Judge Judy, Bruce Springsteen, Anthony Mackie, and Cardi B. So I'm sitting there looking at this list, and I think that these people really do possess duality. All of them. Like, look at...
Who do you know?
What?
Do you think everybody does?
Not always. I do think it's some one-dimensional, boring folks out here. I hate to say it. Sorry. I think it's in them, but they haven't tapped into it. I feel like these people really tapped into it.
You think Kim's real complex, huh? Real like...
I don't think complex, but I think Kim is like... I think she's actually wildly smart on the low.
And she is, and she's funny. She handled herself well for SNL. Like,
I want to see it. Was it good?
She held herself. Yeah, it's comparable to what's his name? He's a Scorpio though. The guy we don't like, Drake. There's something she carries herself like I'm solid. You're not gonna shake me. Like there's a deep strength in Kim that
I don't like to acknowledge
or not. But I'm like she. There's definitely intelligence there.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's there.
I'm mad at Kim.
Also, speaking of Nick Cannon, did you see that he's going to be celibate?
Oh, child. Nick,
I'm praying for him.
I give a goddamn anymore.
No, I feel bad for Nick because he said he was having all them kids because he felt like he wasn't going to live a long life. And that's why he was just out here procreating the way he is.
So let me have a bunch of kids that I won't be around to?
A lot of men don't look at it like that. They look at it as legacy. It's kind of selfish, but I was really proud and happy for Cardi B because I saw that ASAP, Lord, what's his name? Offset bought her property in I'm loving this trend of buying your significant other property and so she posted and said, I thought that, he was like, she said, I thought that he never listens to me. I've been in his ear all this time talking about how we need to invest in property in DR and yada, 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 that it's a smart business decision. And he went out and did it. And not only did it, but included her father in it to to design this space and all this stuff. Like it was a group family kind of activity and present. And I thought that was so sweet. And I had no idea she was only 29 years old. Cardi is a baby.
She? I don't even know if she's that old.
She just turned 29.
Wow.
She's baby. So I just love her. I root for her happiness and her success. Cardi. What's her son's name?
I love the female energy. It was lots of women showing up and doing it. It was like a kind of party where you go with your girls and like,
oh yeah,
have fun. I like that. There wasn't too many men in the way doing nothing. What?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all see what type time
You in the
Shanti's
way,
on.
bruh.
Go ahead.
It
You
was
said
good though.
Meek Mill's. Oh God, Meeking again.
Did you see this truck?
I didn't see the uncensored version. Do I want to?
The uncensored. Anyway, there was. I don't know why I follow this man. It's definitely the Hotep in me. But there's this guy called Shaka Bari.
I know who you're talking about. I love it.
And I hate all of his posts, but I can't unfollow him because sometimes he posted some real shit and I'll be like, yup, yup. But anyway, he posted this really upset white man in LA and he recorded himself looking at a bus that was plastered with Meek Mill's new album cover. And he was just going off on the album cover. It's by Nina Chanel, I think her name is. She is a black artist. It's a black woman artist. I don't know her name. It's Nina something. Forgive me. But she created the art cover, and it's like Picasso-esque stylized type of art of black women bent over with little breast out, bent over with a suggestion of a vagina, but it's just like a little pink dot. There's money signs. There's, just definitely money and dicks type of energy. And he was like, the white guy was going off saying, is this what you want, black women? Is this, you want your daughters to see this? Is this all you are? Like, why are we allowing this kind of suggestion for our children to see out in the public? Why are we doing this? And then he just started showing his ass by saying stuff about, these are satanic tiles on this image. There's black and white tiles. So, he was this close from telling us about 5G and, his conspiracy stuff. But like, although the guy was obviously deeply invested in conspiracy theories and this, this idea that through music, satanic imagery is slowly eroding the fabric of our culture, I also wonder, is there some truth to what he's saying in like having these kind of overly suggestive, overly sexualized images of black women? They're all dark-skinned black women as well. Just riding around. And what does it mean when black men are the ones that are kind of the ones pushing it? And I just if you saw it, I wonder what your thoughts are and what do you think about that, especially for our youth dem.
I mean, on a tour bus.
It's not a tour bus. It's an ad for, how you have like a SEPTA bus wrapped around. No, it's on a tour something.
Bus. It's like.
Oh, I thought it was just like an ad.
No, it's his tour bus.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
What you mean, never mind? I mean, I also think
he just rented a whole bunch of them out.
Or maybe he did.
All over the
No,
city.
It's all over. So I guess
it's promo.
It's promo, and then it's also on his tour bus. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I would love to know what it means. I think Meek is also just going to get, he's always going to get he's always going to have folks that are not happy with whatever the hell he's doing. But I would love to know what the artist was thinking when she did it. I'm looking at it now.
What do y'all mean? What do they mean? You think there's like a deeper meaning?
Yeah, I mean, I hope.
She bent over with a pussy popped open with money and cars.
And dirt bikes. I guess maybe this is what's important to him. And then he has the dice, and I see the life preservers everywhere, which is interesting. And then I see a man in the middle with tears in his eyes, crying with a gold chain on. Oh, there's like a demon over here.
Maybe he's surrounded by the evils.
Yeah, I don't.
Lucy.
Yeah, like I would love to know what it means before we jump to conclusions. But I also just feel like this is complicated because also there are black women who are for this, and they don't have any issue with it. They do this shit themselves. So it's like, And then we're in this phase where we're like, and we need to empower ourselves. We could do what we want with our bodies. We could do this. We could do that. So it's like, maybe my take is completely off on this. Maybe it is, but I guess it's different because it's coming from a man, but we kind of do it. Like, I'm just tired of the policing of just the body in general. Do I want to be objectified? No, I want it to be on my terms. So I see the issue here. I do. I just
your face right now.
I'm just struggling. I'm like,
really, Antoinette is really figuring this out.
No, I am. I'm struggling with it because it's like, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. I'm looking at it, but I want to know the meaning of it because then it's also art. So then you step into that conversation of like, we can't be censoring art, but then like apparently we should be because look at Dave Chappelle's art. So it's like, it's a weird
burn it all
world.
the hell up.
It's just a weird world right now.
Ball of fire going to hit us real quick, clean things up.
Yeah, it's like how much backlash Lizzo is getting for showing up to Cardi's birthday.
Oh, she's getting backlash for that?
So much. Oh, they're tearing her up. They are tearing her up. Mostly just being mean about what her body looks like, right? But also saying like she doesn't respect herself. She shouldn't be wearing that, yada, yada, yada. And someone posted, remember when Rihanna like accepted some kind of fashion award and she had the same thing on, but it's Rihanna. And she looks a certain kind of way. Her titties sitting up. They ain't slooped down a little bit. She doesn't have a stomach. That was a fashionable, fashion forward,
high fashion
look.
Killed it.
And she did. But we look at Lizzo and then we're like, she has no respect for herself. And it's just, I'm confused by it. And I think partly why I'm confused by it is because I'm checking my own biases at the same time. In all of this, like I'm having visceral reactions to things and images and women doing certain things, but I'm stepping back and asking myself first, why? Why is this your response? Why do you have such a response to Chloe? Why do you have such a response to this person, that person? Why is it that you praise it with Beyonce and you love it on Doja, but someone else feels like
interesting?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we love WAP, but we're upset with this.
Right. But I think it's because WAP came from women and it's women taking back, it's like, you're not going to objectify me. I'm going to do it myself. It's like, well, at the end of the day, is it the same thing? So I don't know the answer here. And I could be way off and I would love for someone to check me and say like, well, this is really why this is sitting the wrong way with folks. I'd love to hear it because I'm still figuring it out.
Well, I think he's saying that this kind of imagery is being pushed on society and especially young children that are seeing that, young boys that are seeing it, that young girls, young folks are seeing that, creating a just making impressions on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't necessarily, I don't disagree with him that it might not want to be on buses. I don't disagree with that. Like, I don't want to have to explain that to my young kid that's trying to figure, like, some stuff their minds aren't ready for this gray area.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah, like some stuff is like,
I think I agree with that.
Chill.
Anyway, child. Shout out to Meek Mill representing Philly.
Raggedy.
I hope his album does well. I don't want to see Meek Mill.
I don't want to see him fail. I just want to see him grow up.
I don't know much about that nigga, but
you saw what I just did. Mm-hmm. All right, we've been talking about this. Do we want to do it? Do you want to play this game? On here, oh my God, I'm in love. I think I found him. Never mind, he.
Oh no, I can't. My brain can't move.
All right, we'll play that another time, everyone.
We're gonna do that another time.
So right now, I actually want to go into a voicemail because I don't want to talk about politics on my motherfucking birthday because they are depressing. And I just don't have it in me right now. I really, really don't. So we have a voicemail. We're going to take a listen. And here we go.
Listen, Antoinette and Shanti, y'all are so beautiful. I love everything you're doing. You both just give me so much life every time I listen to an episode. I'm not giving my name because this question is bogus, but I really think we need to revisit the boot cut. So, one of the episodes I listened to, we talked about the boot cut jeans and the age of the gentleman. I really think we need to talk about what shoes should go with the boot cut. I need to know if these should be loafers, if these should be sneakers. I'm just looking at a Hinge profile right now, and he definitely has on boot cut jeans. I might send him y'all's way. But just let us know how the whole outfit should be set up so we can know what to look for out here. Thank you, guys. I love you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Bye.
That is so funny.
That's true. We got to really build the points.
Let's do it. So wait.
I mean, this is you, girl. You're the professor.
I don't know. I'm still learning. So first of all, she said she's on Hinge, which is a dating app, and there's a guy on there with bootcut jeans. I don't know. I don't think it's loafers with the bootcut jeans. It can be. Depending on you. For me, the loafer isn't it. You got to have some cool in you. But there's a little bit.
I mean, it could be a thing. Like if it depends on the occasion, right? Like if you guys are
loafer with a boot cut, Shanti. Do you know what a loafer is? Google it. With a boot cut, baby, that's a lot.
No. Okay, never mind.
Take a peek. I think, first of all, I love men who wear their toes out, who are comfortable to wear their toes out. That's like another thing for me where I'm like, all right, he would be willing to cry on my breast. He would be willing to get weird with me. He's not on some like, I got sandals on, fucking socks on. Like he might frolic in nature. Somebody's at my door. Go ahead.
Huh?
Somebody's at my door.
He might wear like a what you call it, a Birkenstock.
A Birkenstock on a day.
There's very few niggas.
Hey with me.
Rashid would wear a Birkenstock, but not like a leather Birkenstock. It would be like a plastic camo, like a green Birkenstock, like the style, but not like a leather.
That's fine. I'll take it. But I'm talking about the hard bottom leather Birkenstock. With all the shit.
I don't know no black band that.
They're in Brooklyn. They exist, and they wear them, and they shuffle along to the juice bar. And I'm just like,
swaggy though, right? They're swaggy.
Still swaggy because that's the thing. Like they take a lot of the bootcut jean men that I'm seeing do take care of themselves. They keep themselves up, right? So the hair is cut or it's a baldy. It's shaped up nicely, the facial hair, like they've got their shit together. Most likely, and it doesn't have to be bootcut, because sometimes bootcut is real wide, and I get it. If it is bootcut, it needs to be a baggy bootcut. It cannot be like a bootcut that just fits down, because then you look like the uncle. Then you look like you should have a pager on your hip. And you might want to go for that too, though.
No, it's not. You need to take. You need to make these different not archetypes, avatars. Like you have to create. Because I can't. I don't even know what you're talking about now.
What do you mean? No, the boot cut shouldn't go straight. Like the boot cut should be baggy. Like they have a belt on, so it looks like an oversized pant that they have on, but not like something from the 90s where it's hanging off their ass. It's just an oversized pant that's like kind of hanging over the Birkenstock. Okay. There's also the straight leg. Now the straight leg, they can cuff. The straight leg they can wear with a nice white sneaker. They can also wear their toes out in that. The straight leg is more versatile, right? But on top of them, with the straight leg, they might have on just a nice t-shirt. Not a t-shirt with glitter on it, the way these Harlem dudes be looking. No, with a whole bunch of words and shit on your shirt. Relax. The font needs to be a nice, simple, clean font if it's there, understated, so that you look like an adult. You look grown, right? Or you can have on a tank top. Now, a tank top can have graphics on it. There can be
I said a tank top.
yeah, nice tank top, especially if you've got nice arms. A nice tank top with a
really like
straight
tank
leg
tops.
pant, maybe a fucking little cap, maybe even some glasses and a beard and some Birkenstocks at the juice bar. Love me.
I don't know about tank tops. It's not a preferred. It's a tolerated, but
A
not
nice
preferred.
tank top, Shanti. Like
It's not a nice
summertime.
top. I know, but I'm sorry. That's just my preference.
Or at least one of the shirts, you know how they stop here? I don't know what they are. They stop on the shoulder. They might cut the sleeve off. You got to give me that dip in the shoulder. Man, oh man, do I love the dip. But the things on the shoes, I don't think it's the loafers. It's not the loafers for me. It might be the loafers for me when I'm 40.
You need to see what it looks like, okay?
No, with the loafers, I think I need a more tapered leg.
Oh, okay.
With the loafers. If you going to have loafers on and then have a wide...
So boot cuts are for sandals and boots is what you're saying, and sneakers?
Yeah.
No dress shoes.
No dress shoes with boot cut jeans.
Okay, that makes sense because a lot of women probably see the boot cut with the dress pants.
Right
now
with the dress shoe, and a lot of women are sending me the boot cut with the dress shoe.
We can do a sandal. We can do a sneaker.
Yeah. Yes.
No dress shoes. So if this nigga got on boot cuts and dress shoes, it's a dub.
It's a dub. He probably has his pager on his hip, and he's probably paging a whole bunch of bitches.
He probably paying somebody, probably cash apping young women money.
Right the fuck now.
For titty pics.
So, I hope that helped clear some things up for our listener. Oh, that's so dumb. All right. I think let's take a break. First, I just want to say if you would like to call in, leave us a message, check me on my Meek Mill or Dave Chappelle take, feel free. The number is 215-948-2780. That is 215-948-2780. And Shanti, take us out.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Why don't you ever sing that loudly? You don't like my boot.
Because that's not my shtick.
Yeah, but like...
And first of all, you made it a shtick.
You did it, and so I just asked you to redo it.
Well, I do it how I do it.
Yo. You're annoying. Okay. Are you ready for... I think we should go back and forth at the moment so we can make sure that our shit is queued up, because I have anxiety about doing this. Hold on, let me see. Or no. Tiger the King. Which one is this? All right, I think mine are in order, actually. I take it all back. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You got yours ready to play, and you're going to take your headphones out.
Okay.
When it's time to play them.
Right. Good. Thank you for reminding me of it.
No problem, Queen. Right. And we are back. So, like I said earlier, we are going to go into our favorite moments of the podcast. And I really have fun. Well, I have to be honest. I didn't really listen back to a whole lot of them. I just kind of knew some and I just found it within the episode. But I'm so curious to hear yours. I really am. But I'll start first and then you go next. Okay? Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first one up is from our episode. It was episode 39, which feels like so long ago. But we were talking about, it says, in episode 39, we get it popping with porn. So this is the porno episode, where we reflect on our relationship with pornography and consider the good and the bad of America's favorite entertainment industry. We also discuss how Mercury is in retrograde and may be responsible for your life falling apart, Antoinette's triple Ds, white men calling wolf, and how the world may be going to hell in a handbag because China stopped buying our plastic. Join us for another uplifting episode of Around the Way Girl.
I'm consistently really upset about the way this recycling gate. Like, this is a consistent theme.
This is all those things.
Macaroni and cheese, the recycling gate, the world falling apart.
That's
it. activity or rest. These are the themes.
These are the themes. But this one moment just makes my day. So
the excitement or the excitement or the my vocabulary is so limited. It's so annoying.
It's not funny. Read a book. Get off of Instagram. Stop reading memes. That's what we got to do. We got to read books and we got to listen to more intelligent podcasts than our own. Okay? That's what we have to do.
And that's any other podcast.
Any other podcast. I have some recommendations. The Atlantic is wonderful. Serial is great. You know who has great vocabulary? My new shit, Work Bay podcast is excellent. Two brown people killing it. I'm serious. Like they're smart.
What
excellent
is the word
vocabulary.
that I'm
You want to know why they're smart? Because they're in a book club that I have been invited to twice and still have not gone.
Like, what the fuck is a book, my nigga?
No, I have books. You're
B-O-O-K. What? Ball?
Book.
Book? A book? What's that? A new bay name? Oh, he called me. He said book. I was like, yes. Yes, book. Bitch, I said book. Literate ass bitch.
I
That's why I ain't never go there with nobody. I'm always had to watch porn.
No, wait, come on.
I'm gonna have to edit this. So we went on and on for quite some time, just laughing like that. But honestly, all of my moments, most of them are like when we are cracking the fuck up.
Cracking up.
And it's not planned. It's just us being us. Like this, the book. She said, wow. That is so funny. Anyway, go ahead.
This one's serious.
Boo.
But I think it was really, I feel like this was my favorite guest. I feel like it was really insightful, and I feel like he just offered a lot of clarity. It was with Dennis. And it's Reformed Fuckboy. I think it was an incredible, really insightful, great episode. And so
wait, what episode was it? That's episode.
This is episode. Oh my god.
Ciao. Episode 99. You got to read the description.
Hold on.
For updates this week, Antoinette shares her most recent injury, the revelations that came with it, and while Shanti plans to head to the country after her trip to Ithaca, you're always leaving somewhere. Together, we sit down with Antoinette's brother-in-law, my brother, special guest Dennis Allen, to discuss his evolution from being a former fuckboy to a more conscious, loving, and intentional man, in addition to the ways... This is so wordy. We cannot write. In addition to the ways he is choosing to redefine his manhood as a Black man and husband daily. Join us.
And so this is him
his beginning fuckboydom for all of us to get some insight, okay?
Feelings don't matter, and that I'm disposable. And so at a whim, anyone can get rid of me, right? And so
fuck internet, I'm sorry.
You had one job! I knew it! I knew this wasn't gonna work. It's all right, we're gonna keep it in.
Hold on. It just started at the end rather than the beginning.
It's okay, Queen. It is okay. Just breathe. If y'all can see Shanti, she about to freak the fuck out. It's okay. It's the time is 1 hour.
Started too late. All right, here we go. Let's go back.
All right, we're gonna do it again.
All right.
That never happened.
Right. Okay. All right.
Child.
We definitely need.
Come on, Shanti. Oh man, I don't want to have to be up all night editing. Okay.
All right. Okay. Here we go. He's going into it. Hold on.
Relationships, and And so whenever I'm in a relationship, my feelings don't matter. The other person's feelings don't matter, and that I'm disposable. And so at a whim, anyone can get rid of me, right? And so that's the narrative I'm walking through life at 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way through. So we'll just put a cap in that narrative. So this is what I'm walking into. So I find myself, pathology-wise, getting into relationships where I just want to figure out who we are. Let's have fun, as they say, or let's date. And then the girl and or woman would be like, well, I want this to be monogamous. And I'd be like, I mean, that's not what we walked into. That's not what we agreed upon. But I guess I owe it to you because we enjoy each other's company. We've had sex. And so, sure. Like, literally, I would get into relationships like, sure, why not? Now, the danger of that was then eventually what happened was there was this resentment that built up that I wasn't recognizing. I could recognize now talking about it in hindsight, but there was this resentment of being in a relationship that I didn't really want to be in and doing it for the other person. And so what would happen was I would find once, any sort of static or any relationship woes would come into play, I would find the other girl. I would find someone else to fulfill, to make, there was always someone other. Even if it wasn't physical, there was always someone else that I was either on the phone with or I was talking to or having sex with, depending on the relationship, right? That the person that I was with didn't know about, right? And so there's the lies. And then also is the shame cycle, because I know I'm lying. I know I'm talking to this person about things that I shouldn't be talking about. I know I'm flirting. I know I'm doing all these things.
I just thought
I had never heard a man so eloquently put together his insecurity and like his childhood shit and how he subconsciously brought that into his present day relationships and then got himself involved with shit that he was not ready to do by any means. And I think he did a really good job. So I enjoyed that one. Shout out to Dennis.
Oh, shout out to Dennis. I
That's
love
a really
you.
good. If you haven't heard it, you should listen to it as a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Or
Dennis is such a special human. I just love him. And I'm so happy that he and my sister found each other. Good job by them. I have more tomfoolery, so I'm just gonna go into it. I don't think this episode is episode 74. It's called Tiger the Kang. And the description is, pull up your description, Shanti, for your next one. As we go into our third week of quarantine with nothing but uncertainty ahead, we share our most recent revelations. Shanti considers turning to psychedelic drugs and defends her opposition to light skin or light skin love, while Antoinette considers becoming a DJ and feels at home with her new dark white tribe. What? Like, what are we talking about? I don't even remember that. For this week's topic, our greatest escape from reality comes from the savior who is Joe Erotic of Netflix's newest series, Tiger King. Join us as we dive into the wild, wild world of Walmart white middle America. Here we go.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, because when Joe got into it, you saw at the end, he really cared about the animals.
Well, I don't think he really cared, but he really...
He did. He was on the air talking about we need to stop breeding. We need to stop cub petting.
No, that was in the beginning. That's
what I'm saying when he first got into it.
Yeah, but that was a lie. He was lying. I think the moment of where I felt compassion for Joe and I was like, okay, hopefully he can come out of this with some kind of spiritual depth.
No way.
Is when he talked about the gorillas.
Oh, man.
And he was like, gorillas? Did I keep those gorillas from each other? I might have. Because I was so involved in my other stuff. I was like, yo.
He said I was too busy trying to own a zoo.
I still think he bullshit us though. Joe is a fucking character, yo. Joe is so impressive.
I know. I love him.
He's so impressive because it's off the dome and his cadences, everything is perfect. He said,
I know.
I was too busy trying to own a zoo. I said, sir.
My favorite line from him, I didn't write this down, but my favorite line from him, and when he's going in on Carol, and he's like, Carol, we went to go see her zoo. Her zoo's more fucked up than some of your backyards. She got 2 feet of grass growing. She says she got 104 tigers. She got fucking 12 tigers in that zoo. She just got 12 fucking tigers.
He said she got 12 fucking tigers. I wasn't there. I paid my money like everybody else. I didn't see no 100 tigers. He was so fucking mad.
Oh, that's my favorite line. 12 fucking tigers, and she just got 12 fucking tigers. He would go in. He would go in.
Oh,
she's
no that. If you ever want to go back to a funny episode, it is Tiger the King. Yo, that episode is so stupid, and you were in your bag the entire time.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's my favorite accent too. That is just.
Yo, shout out to Joe Erotic.
Blows.
Oh, exotic. I always call him Erotic.
Joe.
Ciao.
All right. Again, I'm just trying to keep it balanced. I'm not trying to do back-to-back funny ones, but I'm just not. But I have one where we just go off. So this feels very full circle for me right now. This was episode 13 for all the babies, mamas. And this was probably the most vulnerable episode. I don't know how many times I've cried on the podcast, but I definitely was crying a lot on this one. And this was particularly difficult because it was at a time when I'll let you hear, and then I'll just follow up from there.
Here we go. In this episode, we talk about motherhood. Antoinette explores the idea of becoming a mother and discusses what her ideal family looks like, and simultaneously comes to terms with the possibility that she may, 10 years from now, find herself childless and everybody's favorite aunt. Shanti shares her experience with unplanned pregnancy, discusses how she manages single motherhood, and opens up about the beauty and pain she birthed from choosing to be a mother. This is great because it showed both sides, but this feels like a revelatory part here.
Also, can I ask you something else? You can say no, but when JoJo's father, this last time, he's no longer in her life. Mm-hmm. He left. And what did you say to her? How do you deal with that? With the fact that she grew up with her dad, she loves her dad, she knows him, she knows who he is, she shared birthdays with him, she has memories with him, and that he one day just abandoned her.
Oh, well, I don't want to use those words.
Oh, okay.
And I don't use those words with her.
To me, that's what it is.
He's made a choice, but I think...
A choice to what?
He's made a choice to not be in her life right now. But, we kind of talk about love being an action word, and we talk about that there would be nothing that would make me more happier for him to show up for her and for him to rectify and for him to apologize and for her to have the opportunity to see and allow for him to be the best that he could possibly be for her. And I think I talk about it with compassion that, again, he doesn't have the tools to, because I know that he loves her.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I know that he's doing the best that he knows how to do. And I know that he's hurt. And I love him. I care for him. I struggle with, just trying to put just blaming him without really exploring, and with her, why and what would we do if we were to see him, and how would we let him back in her life? What would be the requirements to have him back in her life? And it's not normal, or it's not right to have somebody,
You say that to her,
disappoint you, and you keep taking, you keep thinking that that's normal, or that's a part of love.
And so
I think that was like, what, 3 years ago? I can't remember exactly, but two years ago. And I feel like that was a prayer, like, answered, or like we just spoke that all out. Jolie has reunited with her dad, and he has showed up in a particular way, and like all of those, just that prayer and that openness to him, even though it was so painful for she and I, really allowed for their reconciliation and all of our kind of like reconciliation. And of course, it's taking time, and there's a lot of healing that still needs to be done. But I think I have to remind myself, even in this moment, that staying open in the face of pain, and not contracting to like anger or hate, but also having kind of like a standard of having your needs met, or like being, taken care of in a particular way, just allows for miracles to happen. It just allows for things to happen in your life if we don't like retract or get hard or get angry or like completely shut down. So just listening to that, I was like, oh my God, full circle, child. And
That makes
Antoinette
me
being
so
Oprah
happy.
Winfrey, asking a hard question.
I'm sorry, Queen. I said though, and you can tell me no. No, that's what's up. I forgot so much. All right. My next one is raggedy again. Nothing new here, but this is episode 110 in Around the Way Christmas. And this episode would have upset my Catholic mother so much, but in episode 110, after being a week apart, we catch up. Shanti discusses biracial privilege and its relationship to Eco Styler gel. Antoinette realizes X-Men, the movies, is subpar when it comes to white people saving the world. Finally, we rejoice in his name and tell our version of the birth of sweet baby Black Jesus. Join us.
I really did. Though.
You
That's
did.
So
I was
funny.
like, wait a minute.
I'm not even going to mention that it's Christmas.
That's
I'm like, girl, when can you record? He was like,
But here we are.
Got
so
him.
we're gonna mention Christmas because Christ was Black, and because Christ is Black, he is deserved of our attention. Historical figure, the Messiah, the original revolutionary,
Talk your
flipping
shit.
over tables.
He flipped a table over? For real? Did he?
Yes.
Oh, girl,
he went to the temple. That's what we should do.
That's what I wanted to do. Tell me a Bible story.
Our disgusting, not disgusting. We are heathens. We are know nothings. We are not.
All right, well,
Christian.
tell me the story about him flipping
raised
a table.
Christian. So for us to tell Christ the story, actually, Antoinette, I would like you actually to tell the story of Christ and his birth.
And his birth?
Yeah, let's go. What happened? Girl, what happened?
You know what I'm thinking of? Wait, you want to know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about the episode of Martin, for context clues, when Martin was trying to tell Jesus' birth.
Well, don't look it up too. I see you tapping on your computer.
I just know Jesus was born, honey. Yes, the nativity.
The manger. Right. I'll give you one clue.
I knew it was a manger. Christ was born in a manger. All right, it was Jesus. Oh, excuse me. It was Joseph and Mary.
Talk about it.
And I think, according to Martin, they were traveling, but they needed a place to stay.
Well, why wouldn't they? Yeah,
because sis was giving birth,
and that wasn't Joseph's child. Joseph's like, I do not know you biblically.
First,
you ain't let me pop yet.
I don't believe that.
I'm like 60 years old. You are 20.
Right. That's why they called her a virgin mother, because she was young.
Also, they lived to be like 40.
This is low.
So she's probably
was she really 20? Or was he really 60?
I don't know. I made that part up too.
I don't think Joseph don't look that old in these pictures.
Girl, in what picture? In what picture did he not look old? Show it to me.
In the manger picture. In the manger.
How old he look, girl? What do you had on?
On his IG, he look all right. It might be a filter, but
that's a beard. He look good with his beard on, girl.
Holy shit. Okay. And so they had to chill, whatever, because she had to give birth.
They were trying to go to the hotel, Holiday Inn. Why were they traveling? They were following the stars? No.
Wasn't Joseph a shepherd? So don't they travel?
They were just nomadic.
Yeah, they were just out here.
Nomadic. Wow. Okay.
And so she gave birth to Jesus. And
where?
In the manger.
And then who came? Who all pulled up like, ayo, yeah.
Well, first word got around that she had given birth, and then the 3 wise men came through like, yo.
How'd they get there though, Antoinette?
On a camel, right?
Huh?
On a camel, right? I don't want to do this. But it was on a camel.
Now it's getting racist. Okay.
No, it'd be mad camels in the manger. We had a manger when I was younger that we put under the tree. Okay. And there was a camel. There were 3
But how did directionally? They didn't have GPS? How did they know where to pull up?
Wasn't there like a star?
Yes, girl, the North Star.
The North Star? Was it the North Star? Isn't that what they followed to get to freedom? Stop singing. But oh holy night.
Did you say something about getting to freedom?
Yeah, it wasn't the North Star to get to freedom.
For who?
Follow the North Star. For the slaves. So the North Star came up twice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
they did the North Star I was about to say, girl, that's Moses, girl.
Now let me tell you something. I can tell you the story of Moses because
this is so stupid. But I think I had an edible right that day.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
It was Christmas. I hope you wasn't high.
I feel like I may have had an edible.
He looked old in his pictures. Girl, what?
No, I said he didn't look. I was like, he looked alright in his pictures.
What pictures, girl?
I meant to do. Ciao. I ain't never seen a picture. What Joseph look like? Let me look that up. Joseph.
There is no picture.
I know, but like a painting. Joseph, Mary's husband. What he look like, yo? Nah, that ain't him. You Al Pacino in this picture. All right, next up, yo. Oh, God.
So this next one is episode 126, The High Life, where Antoinette, we recorded this on 4/20. Antoinette and True, just dedicated to the brand, took edible, and it proceeds to kick in. In this week's episode, we record on the 4/20 holiday. Shanti falls deeper into languish over dinosaurs' existence and Game of Thrones, while Antoinette serenades us with a song and increasingly loses focus once the edible kicks in. Together, we talk about Derek Chauvin's verdict, family legacy, and mounting Jason Momoa.
Momoa.
Oh, what I call him?
Momoa.
But now that I know Jon Snow, baby, because that's the
Jon
look.
Snow.
He look
so
ruddy,
wait, Khal Drogo couldn't have gotten it?
Dark hair, he got
it's
nice
the hair.
lips.
His lips are beautiful. His lips are
he
satisfactory.
Doesn't have lips like this.
No, they're better than that. It's just his, part of it is the character too.
His body, I like his body build.
No, he has a nice body. Only 5'8", but we'll take it. Listen, Khal Drogo couldn't have gotten
Who's
it.
that?
Jason Momoa. Lisa Bonet's husband?
He's not white, Antoinette.
He looks it.
His fucking name is Jason Momoa. This bitch crazy.
All right, then who else? Who else could?
Wait,
Damn, that's
who?
my version of white. See?
Who?
That's as far as I'm willing to go. Who else?
He is fine. He got a fucking cut in his eyebrow. Oh! Oh! I would be.
What would you be?
I'd be intimidated. I'd be like, so you gotta be a bad bitch to absorb
to ride
that. Direct that.
Oh my God. What do you think?
Bad bitch to be like, oh yes.
Wow, imagine what Lisa Bonet.
He's obsessed with her. He's obsessed with her. He's like, I've loved her since she's like 17 years older than him.
She's 14 or 16.
She was like hitting puberty when he was born.
I live. So he was watching her growing up, probably.
And he was obsessed with this. And I've already done the research. He said he was out to drink, he and his friends, and his friend was like, yeah, Lisa's coming. He was like, what? And when she came in, he was like, you're fucking mine, queen. You're mine. You're my light skin. You're my porcelain princess. You're the OG
I saw that whole
princess.
scene in my head. I could just see her walking in and her very like nonchalant.
And she was like, hi, I'm Lisa Bonet. He was like, I know who you are. I'm Jason Momoa.
She probably looked at him and was like,
she's like, I've been there before. Because her baby daddy ain't no slacker.
They're two different men though. He's not a slacker, but Lenny is a different.
What you call him?
He's two different dudes. Lenny. Ain't that his name?
Yeah. It's just funny.
It ain't Leonard.
But Lenny doesn't do it for me. Like, Lenny doesn't
do it for me. I see some finance pictures of him. I'm like, yeah, I see it. But his way of being doesn't. Jason's way of being does. His
they ain't getting no vaccinations though, Antoinette. He'd be like,
it's all right. I'll die with him. I can climb that tree.
They in the woods eating bark and making tinctures of kids all wild and wolves and like.
Listen, he found like her old car or like some car that she loved and like just put it back together for her like secretly, like over the span of like a couple months.
Just let
it was like some old car that she had as a kid and somehow he got it. Like he's obsessed with
transcendental sex. Because they're not fucking. She's like, all right, welcome to my world. You think Erykah Badu? You think Erykah Badu? Pussies?
Yes.
Lisa's like, welcome to the dark
Lisa
side.
said, welcome to this Venus fly trap.
I call this the upside down.
This is the motherfucking trap house. Welcome.
All these bitches is my son.
She said, go sit on a potty. Yo, you said... You said, this is the upside down. Oh my God. The next time I have sex with anybody, I'm geeking now. Okay. The next time I have sex with anybody, I'm going to be like, I'm literally going to get on top of them and say, this is the upside down.
I'm like, bitch, what?
Like, get the fuck off.
You nerdy ass. The fuck you talking about? This is the upside down. You know, like Stranger Things? The season hasn't come out yet, but we're waiting. And it's not as good as Game of Thrones. Do you like Game of Thrones? Get off me.
So stupid.
I feel like they sound like Cleo. I don't know. Hey, let's go. Want to watch this video? He's like, bitch.
I can't stop it.
Oh God! Remember that.
Hold up. Okay, that was a long one. They can edit that one, so
But it's not.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing any extra editing.
It doesn't stop. We're just like.
No, I remember we go on and on for like 20 minutes. Like
when you get your wheezing cackle, it just is. It doesn't get any better.
Oh God! No, I remember because when you're high, you can reel it in, but as soon as you start laughing, you can't stop, and everything's funny. That was a downward spiral. I remember. As soon as I was like, "Where is this going?" And then when you said the upside down, I said, "Oh, I remember this." The fact that you think that's how I sound when I have sex, I hate it here. All right, I don't have. Oh, I have one more clip. One more clip. We gotta hurry up because I got somewhere I gotta be.
I know, girl. You better hurry up. You should just say honorary. We don't even got to go into the clip.
No, there's one more clip I'm gonna play,
Okay.
like actual clip. So this is not necessarily a funny one, but this is one that's not even pulled up. So give me a moment. But this is one that somehow I lost it.
Well, in the meantime,
go ahead.
I don't have a clip for this, but one of my favorites for some reason, this topic was about Mike Tyson and Little Boosie. I loved that episode.
Really?
Yes, I think that it was just. I need to listen. It reminded me to listen to Mike Tyson again because I forgot that that's my guru. I love him, and I think we did a good job in dissecting that and his going into his. Remember when he was like, "You don't love yourself." Talking to Little Boosie?
Yeah, the Boosie interview. That was so
like,
good.
This is deep. Love Mike.
Yeah, I do remember. That was a good one. That was a good one. This one though, this was your topic. And I need to get to 1 minute and 17 seconds. This was your topic. And this is the one. I have to do math. 1 minute and 17 seconds. This is the one where you talked about when are you most in love with yourself?
That's corny.
You can see what type time she on now, y'all. Oh God. But it was a really great episode. And it was something that really resonated with the listeners. I was shocked that it kind of like went semi-viral. Like people were reposting our little clip. So I'm just gonna play it. I know I'm dope, but I hate to admit that like I would just love for somebody else to see it so I know it's confirmed. And that's not healthy. I just fucked up the whole clip. That was the end of the clip. So I can't do math. Let's try it. I might not see people for a month at a time. Hold on. Like, but then that else. Okay. To like seal that deal for you of like that you're dope. Like I'm very clear that I'm dope. And sometimes I'm resentful of the fact that I feel like I'm so dope and I'm so overlooked. Or I'm so unappreciated. Or I'm the person that's like, oh, well, she's so dope, she'll be there. Whether it's friendship, whether it's relationships or whatever. And that just gets to be hard. Like, and like Shanti, I've been single for 5 years. Like, you've never been single for 5 years. You've never been like in a room during COVID where like I might not see people for a month at a time. Like, you just don't have to experience that. And so it's hard sometimes to talk about it with you because it's like you've never even been cheated on. So it's kind of like there's just certain experiences that like, and there's definitely certain experiences with you that like I don't get fully. Like, I don't know what it is to be exhausted as a mom. Like, I don't know that. I know it's exhausted at work and shit like that. Like, I'm never going to get that because I'm not a kid or I don't have a child. But like, it's just difficult. It's just difficult to constantly remind yourself how dope you are and to be in love with yourself when you don't feel like anybody else is in love with you. And like, you haven't experienced that fully. Like, the love that I got was toxic. It was conditional. And like, before that, you know the people that have been in my life. And it's like, that's also my own doing too. So what does that mean? So like, they're all hard conversations to have. But I can't sit here and say I'm in love with myself yet. I really, really want to be. And I really, really like myself a lot. And I fuck with myself. And I know I'm dope. But I hate to admit that, like, I would just love for somebody else to see it so I know it's confirmed. And that's not. So that was.
That was a banger.
I still don't think it's that.
We should circle back.
Yeah, because I feel like I've even grown since then. I hope. I think. I really do. But that was an interesting one. I also listened to that and hear how much I say like, and it has to stop. And I need your help. because that just shows that I have a limited vocabulary.
Girl, don't look to me.
All right, come on, keep going. Let's go.
Those are the ones that I have.
Okay, I just have 2 honorable mentions. The other one, I'm not gonna play a clip because it's just kind of triggering. But the episode with my sister.
Girl, I listened to that and I was triggered.
I remember how upset you were. It's like, whoa, did we go too far? The episode with my lovely sister, called Family Feud. I don't know what episode that was. It was early on, and it was kind of like impromptu, and yeah, we just recorded. The sound isn't even that great. It's episode 34. It was super early on before we had our lives together a little bit. But it was just such an important episode for me because I feel like after we had that episode and after it was public, it was the most healing thing that we've ever done. We've never been that honest with each other. And to do it and then put it out into the world. And then to have people say, I listened to that and it helped me and my family. It helped me and my sister. Like I sent that to them and now we're having a family meeting. We're talking about this. Like that really meant so much to me. So shout out to her for being willing to have that conversation and for being generous enough to share it with this world. And then my last one is just every around the way curl affirmation that you have ever done is like my favorite shit. I can't find any of them. I don't know where they are. It makes me so sad that we have no log of them. So that's it.
I tell you, we do need production help. Somebody out there listening is like, help us help ourselves, okay?
Please.
There's only so much we could do. We also need a playback of how many times child was said, how many times macaroni and cheese was referenced,
and Beyonce.
I feel like those are all we talk about.
That's it. Well, I hope that you all are around to join us for our 150 more episodes of us talking about Beyonce, mac and cheese, and saying ciao. But we just want to thank you again. Like this is super duper. I kind of just I hate when people say it's humbling because it's not really humbling. It's outrageous to me, like that people listen to us, that they rock with us, that y'all like bang with us. These 2 girls just figuring it out, not celebrities, not really anybody on the like grand scheme of things, but it just means so much to have this community. And I couldn't have spent my birthday. Well, I could have spent my birthday in a better way. Having sex with that guy that I have a crush on, yes. But I love this community, and this is a great way to ring in my personal new year with this 150th episode.
There was a meme that summed this up perfectly, I think, with what we're doing, and
because we live through memes.
I don't have it, but it's along the lines of, I think it's saved on my Instagram, not screenshotted, but it's along the lines of like you healing publicly is helping so many other people. So like, don't think that you have to have everything figured out. I feel like us sharing ourselves and you guys sharing with us, because I feel like it's reciprocal in so many ways. We're like going through the same things, even if it's not like a direct communication. I think energetically there's reciprocation there, and we're all just going through it. And I think, if anything, that you don't have to have a podcast to kind of do the same work in your own personal lives. I think, just healing and asking these questions and doing your personal work out loud reverberates and rings bells. Motherfuckers can't stop, won't stop. Bad boy 99 for the 2000. Okay. That was my affirmation. So.
That was the affirmation.
Keep it going and flowing, and thank you, because I can't wait to see what it sounds like and what it's like in a year, or like 2 years, because the last 2 I go back to 1, 2, 3.
And you were fighting with me about that sound.
Tolerated it.
You were fighting with me saying, I think it sounds fine. I was like,
Because
this
NPR
doesn't.
should be a little messed up too sometimes.
But they're out in the field. We're in the house.
And I also listened to, shout out to us, because I also listened to episodes where we clearly had to re-record for like the 16th time. And the fatigue and the anger in us is palpable. So,
child, the frustration. If y'all knew how many times we had to try to record this episode, it's been 84 years to try to get this thing done. We gonna get it done, child. Anyway, I have somewhere I need to be.
All right, well, thank you. That's it. Let's just end with that. Thank you so very much, Antoinette. Thank you for doing this journey. I'll say it again. We have soul ties.
Yeah, tethered.
We came into this world to do something together, and we are showing up. Shit. And we'll continue to do so. So shout out to us. Shout out to you. Happy birthday.
Shout out to you.
Enjoy
I
yourself.
love you.
And go, girl. You better go. You better go live your life. Everybody. Oh.
Yeah, shut up. All right. I love you so much. And I will talk to you later. I love you all so much. And with that, we are out. I've had to go to the bathroom this entire time.
I was considering just peeing. I was like, maybe I'll just pee.
No, please don't. All right. I love you. Don't close your thingamajig. Keep it open. Bye.